The Weather Bureau suddenly issues a top-level severe typhoon warning. All public transportation shuts down instantly, leaving the students and faculty of Sakuragaoka Elementary completely trapped on campus as the environment outside turns violently hostile. When a crisis hits, traditional emergency protocols often collapse under their own weight. Right now, the principal is immobilized, sweating over a dense, 500-page physical disaster manual. When every single second counts, manually flipping through a paper index is too slow to be effective. Teacher Nikko serves as the school's anchor. Dressed in her traditional dark blue kimono and wooden gela, she remains a steady presence for the children while the storm rages outside. She bypasses the massive paper manual by deploying Technique 92. She uses natural language voice input to query her pre-uploaded safety manual via Notebook LM. Notebook LM is an artificial intelligence research assistant that synthesizes and retrieves highly specific answers from documents you upload. This diagram shows the exact emergency evacuation route generated by the AI. By analyzing the current wind levels, the system identifies an isolated path from the third-grade classroom directly down to the safety of the Building A basement gymnasium. In an absolute emergency, the speed of information retrieval determines the success of a response. Artificial intelligence removes the friction of physical search, giving humans a critical initial advantage over paper systems. Armed with the exact route, Teacher Nikko physically leads the frightened students through the flickering hallways. She acts like a confident general, projecting total authority to keep the kids moving in an orderly line. Nikko is actually terrified of the thunder. When a massive crash shakes the building, she instinctively drops and hugs a hallway pillar, yet she immediately turns it into a joke, telling the students she's just testing the wall's strength to ensure they stay calm. Once they reach the safe zone, a secondary crisis erupts. Administrative paralysis sets in as the school directors begin arguing over prioritization. One insists blankets must go out first, while the other demands emergency rations take precedence. Nikko steps in with Technique 93. She uses the AI to immediately cross-reference the conflicting emergency duty rosters of both the academic and student affairs departments. This chart shows how the AI resolves the administrative conflict. It identifies blind spots in the overlapping resources and outputs a balanced prioritization list. This purely logical, unbiased distribution memo immediately ends the director's argument. With the digital solution in place, Nikko follows up with physical empathy. She walks through the quieted room, serving steaming hot barley tea to both the stressed staff and the freezing students. Artificial intelligence excels at neutral conflict resolution and complex resource routing. However, it requires human physical action and genuine care to finalize the emotional de-escalation in a room full of frightened people. Even inside the secure gymnasium, the environmental threat remains. The howling storm outside prevents the highly anxious children from falling asleep. Nikko realizes she needs to distract the children and ground their fears. Empty promises are rarely effective. She needs tangible, comforting evidence to make them feel secure. She deploys Technique 94, querying the AI for the school's historical architectural resilience data and decades of past policy updates. This graph shows a timeline spanning 30 years of peak storm events. The AI synthesizes decades of natural disaster reports to demonstrate a consistent record. Across 30 years of severe weather, this building has sustained 0 critical damage. Nikko takes this raw data from her screen and shapes it into a warm narrative. She tells the children a story of their school as a brave protector that has defeated every storm for decades. Listening to her voice, the children finally relax and fall asleep. Raw data remains cold and sterile until a human educator connects those statistics to the people who need to hear them. The morning after the storm brings a complete transition. The violent winds are replaced by peaceful weather, and relieved parents rush into the gym for a safe reunion with their students. But there is one final administrative hurdle. The principal needs to deliver an inspiring speech for the post-disaster assembly, but he is suffering from severe mental fatigue after staying awake all night. Nikko executes Technique 95. She feeds the events of the long night, along with the school's core values of resilience and mutual aid, into the AI. Within seconds, it drafts an inspiring speech outline for the principal. AI systems provide unparalleled logistical speed, precise conflict resolution, and rapid content generation during high-stakes crises. They handle the mechanics of survival. While the AI managed the logistics, the children found their true sense of security in the physical and emotional presence of their teacher. The perfect disaster response is a partnership. Technology handles the heavy processing of data and logistics, which frees up the human to handle the heart of the situation. AI gives us the tactical advantage to survive a crisis, but human empathy provides the safety to endure it. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we explore the ultimate evolution in Chapter 10.